Hey guys, this is Brian Elms. Some of y'all know me as KY Bass King on the forums Bass Rummers. I'll be showing y'all today how to do a drop shot, how to actually rig a drop shot in the proper way. Going to show y'all some tips that I got, actually what I use when I throw in tournaments, and maybe it'll be helpful for y'all to catch some more fish in real hard times. First, we're going to start out. I have a pack of Super Finesse worms. This is actually, let's see, this is the color, the peanut butter and jelly. They also make them in a dirt color, which is like kind of like a pumpkin seed and brown. I actually use that quite a bit too. Sometimes I'll change up, just depending on what the fish are wanting. I've got Voss weights. They make a drop shot. They make them in different sizes, but my personal preference is 3/16. You can get the weights in like a round ball or just a straight, but I like the Vosses because they have a curve on them, and I fish a lot of riprap and chunk rock, and they're about 99% hang up free. So I mean, you won't lose very many of them, and if worst case scenario, if you do hang them up, then you can just pop them off. I'll see if I can get a good close up. They have a yeah, there you go. They have a little spot where you put your line, and you don't have to tie a knot on these weights. And then if your weight hangs up, you can just kind of pop it a couple times, and it'll actually like snap the line right there on that little 8-pound line, and you'll get your hook back, but you know you won't get your weight. But so it actually can save you money. Next, I have VMC makes spin shots. I actually kind of seen this from Mike Iaconelli. I don't know if y'all watch him. He's actually one of my favorite guys. I mean, some people like him, some people don't. This is actually called the spin shot. What it is, it's just like a drop shot hook, and you know, like I said, it can be as a drop shot hook, but the worm has I guess better action because it can spin 360 degrees. So when you're like twitching your line, it can actually do kind of like a figure eight, and you know the back, if you're using a floating worm like a trick worm, you know it can do different actions under the water, and that's why I think a 360 degree flow can give your bait a lot more action in the water. But that is what I use in my tournaments. So I'm actually showing y'all my exact setup. Now I have the hooks laid out. See, it's got a top and the bottom. Of course, the bottom is where your leader's going to go, which I'll show y'all that here in a second. And I've got my weight already laid out too. But I was wanting to show y'all the packages, that way y'all knew what to purchase, or and all that. I think you can the Voss weights, I can get them online. VMC, you can get them at your like local Walmart, Gander Mountain, Bass Pro. I know they have them. And the Super Finesse worms by Strike King, I get them at Bass Pro. Can't find them very many other places. It's KVD and Greg Hackney. I guess it's their main worm, but I will show y'all this real quick. This is one thing I like about them. You can catch a lot of fish on one of these. You can stretch them like this. I mean, seriously. They're, I guess, like 10 times strong or something. And it's probably the best plastic I've ever seen. It says it's made with Elastic, some kind of patent pending thing. I'm real fond of them because, like I said, I have caught like 40 and 50 fish on one worm before I had to change. But now let's get into the process of drop shotting. When I'm fishing a drop shot, like this is kind of a cheaper combo. This actually ain't one of my real good setups, but the Abu Garcia Hank Parker combo. I think you can get it for like $50 on Walmart. But if you're more of a bait caster guy like myself and you're just kind of learning, you may want to go pick up a cheap spinning reel, spin cast combo or something. That way you get used to it, and then if you get the hang of it real good and you're real fond of it, you may want to go step up to like a Revo or people want quantums. Everybody's got their personal preference. I'm Abu Garcia, as you can tell. Like I said, I think this combo is around $50 at Walmart. It's a 7-foot medium, and I really like a medium action or a medium light for drop shotting, because you really don't need a medium heavy. I'll explain why in a little bit. First off, you need to get you about a 2 foot of line. You need to come up here and let's see. Got my cutter somewhere. Here they are. This got a real good cut. Get a good close up of it. These are actually split ring pliers, or what they are, but they got a real good cutting at the end, and I use these a lot. So you'll make a cut, and there's your leader. You'll lay that to the side. I'm gonna get closer that way y'all guys can see. Well, you'll take your hook. First put your hook with the point up, I guess you'd say, and go through the top split ring. Not really sure what notch you would call this, but because I kind of do it my own way, I'll make this is 8-pound line, vicious line, so I'll do about 7 or 8 twists on this, sometimes 9, depends on what you want. 6, I mean, everybody's different. On my heavier line I do 9 twists, and you'll go through the bottom, and then you'll go through the top. You'll grab the line, pull it like that, and then you've started you've actually got the hook on there, and of course you'll clip the line. I'll leave just a little bit. And you're not done yet. Then you'll come back here and you'll get your line that you cut off before. Put your hook down. And on my leader, I will usually only do like 3 twists. That way if your weight doesn't pop off, maybe your knot will break as far as the weight goes. And I usually don't even run it through the top. I'll just kind of get it where it's holding but not really sturdy, because the weight's not really that important. If it comes off, you can just always put another one on there. Of course, then I'll clip it real close. And then you got your hook, and you got your leader. Then you'll come down here at the bottom. You'll take your let's see, sorry about that, guys. Take your weight and you'll run it right through. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Run it right through the middle. You'll grab the other side. Let's see if I can show this properly on camera. And you'll pull it up into it. So then, see, it will not come out. You don't have to tie a knot. It's actually a really good thing that they've got going on with these weights. I'm real fond of them. Like I said, if you pull real hard, it will come out. So if you hang this up, you go to pull on it, it's going to slip right out. You're going to get your hook back. You're not going to be out a hook, and then all you have to do is just I always carry a spool line with me, and I'll cut me another 2 foot line if it breaks like that. Or sometimes like I said, when it pulls out, you'll still have your leader and everything. You just won't have the weight, so you just pop another weight on there, and you're fishing again. So, and there is my drop shot. Hook's up here, weight's down here. I'll take my worm, see if I can get a close up. I'll take the end. Let's see if y'all can see this worm. I think it's a 7-inch finesse worm. You'll come right on the end, and you'll get the flat part of your worm. You'll just barely hook the end of it. You'll go through like that, and there is your drop shot. You got your leader down here, your worm's up here. See, it's got some stretch on it, even on the hook, even when you're hooking that in. But most of the time, what it is, you know, this worm will have its action, and when a fish comes down and grabs it, you know, even if he comes down here, he's going to inhale the bait. And when he does, even though, because I was real iffy about this at first when I started fishing, I'm like, that's a little hook on a big worm. Most of your fish, when they'll inhale it, it'll be right in their top lip when you pick up on it and set the hook. You fish it a lot different than a Texas rig. When you feel them thump it, or it feels real spongy, you don't set the hook. If you set the hook, you've missed the fish. You just kind of pick up on your rod tip real slow and just reel. And you'll feel the hook actually go into the fish. And with the design they have right here, 90% of the time or more, you will you'll have them right in the top lip, and they got a good barb on these hooks. They're real good hooks. And like I said, I was kind of iffy about a little hook at first, but when it was all said and done, I got second place. The first time I ever drop shotted on Barren River Lake in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Had a 4.3 and a 3.7 on this, so it's a real finesse, really good way to catch a big largemouth, smallmouth, Kentucks. You know, I've caught all three of them on them. You gotta be patient. You have to use real light lines, 6 to 8 pound line preferably. I guess you could throw them on a bait caster. I've always threw them on a spin cast. That's how I was actually showed. But like I said, when the fish are real, I guess you'd say finicky and really hard to catch, this is a way to go dig them out and get some money. It's got me in the money quite a few times in tournaments. Don't really share these with none of the locals, but I just want to throw this YouTube video for all y'all, because didn't know if there was a real good video out there to actually show you the exact way to properly do a drop shot. But guys, I guess that's it. If I could, I can't think of anything else right off the bat that I'm leaving out. So if y'all have any more questions, you can contact me on the Bass Rumors, or well, some of y'all have my number and all that. So just keep in touch. Subscribe to my YouTube video. I have more helpful videos. Probably do a Texas rig, and of course most people know I do Texas rigging. I'm just going to do different videos to help some of y'all anglers out there to catch more fish and be a more successful angler. So this is KY Bass King. Like I said, Bryant Elms, that's my name. Hope this video was helpful. Maybe it'll put some more largemouth, smallmouth, Kentucky bass in your boat. Y'all have a nice day.